When archaeologists discovered the Hekatompedon carving that I talked about yesterday, they were able to read it because Greek temples follow a precise architectural language. And today we can decode that language and learn how these ancient buildings communicate through stone. Greek temples were built according to strict mathematical principles, with every element carefully proportioned. The basic unit of measurement was the foot, which varied between 29 and 34 centimeters in different regions. This single measurement determined everything from column width to the size of decorative elements. The temples typically sat on a three-stepped platform called the crepidoma. The top step, known as the stylobate, supported the columns and walls. This elevated platform wasn't just practical, it created a clear transition between the ordinary ground and sacred space. The most distinctive feature of Greek temples are their columns, which come in three main styles or orders. First, Doric, with its unadorned columns rising directly from the stylobate. These columns have 18 to 20 flutes carved vertically and are topped with a simple curved capital. The Ionic order, developed in eastern Greece, features more slender columns sitting on decorative bases. The capitals are adorned with distinctive spiral scrolls called volutes. The youngest order is the Corinthian, and it's marked by elaborate capitals decorated with acanthus leaves. Above the columns runs the entablature, a horizontal structure divided into three parts. The lowest part, the architrave, supports the decorative frieze above it. In Doric temples, this frieze alternates between triglyphs, or vertical bands, and metopes, square panels often filled with sculpture. The top element, the cornice, projects outwards to protect the structure below. What's fascinating about Greek temples is their use of optical refinements. The columns aren't perfectly straight but swell slightly in the middle, a subtle curve called entasis. The platform isn't perfectly level either but curves slightly upwards at the centre. These adjustments compensate for optical illusions and make the building appear more perfect than if it were built with completely straight lines. We can see many of these elements in the Hekatompedon carving, where the artist carefully recorded the columns, steps, and proportions of the temple. This suggests that even non-architects understood and appreciated these architectural principles. Unlike today's plain ruins, Greek temples were originally painted in bright colours, blues, reds, golds. The sculptural decorations on the pediments, the triangular spaces at each end, would have told stories from mythology in vivid colour. If you'd like to learn more about ancient Greek architecture and other archaeological discoveries, join us for the Real Archaeology Festival. This 3-day online event brings together experts from around the world to share their academic content about our shared past. You can find videos, photos, presentations, and interactive content across social media using the hashtag RealArchaeology. Understanding how to read Greek temples helps us appreciate not just ancient architecture, but also its lasting influence. From government buildings to museums, the architectural language developed by ancient Greeks continues to shape our built environment today.